Hi, this is Kamara again. We're on day number 5, and I absolutely love this story about Abraham. It shows so much about who God is and his in Abraham's journey, and it's just I love this story. I love Genesis. But anyway, today we're discussing Genesis chapter 16 through 18, and it's so funny how Sarah decides that she's going to help God out. As you guys know, God promised that Sarah and Abraham was going to have a kid. Well, actually, at that point, he just said that Abraham was going to have an heir. And so Sarah decides she's going to help God out. You know how we do it. We try to help God out, right? So she decides she's going to help God out and give him her servant to fulfill that promise. So Abraham goes along with it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, he goes along with it because his wife said so. And clearly he's doubtful too. So they go ahead and give the servant. Servant is upset now when she gets pregnant. I mean, you can pretty much understand her position. I mean, treat her like a piece of meat, like she was nothing. And so she started to treat Sarah with contempt when she got pregnant. And so Sarah started to treat the girl even worse. And Sarah had the nerve to blame Abram. She's like, it's your fault. What? Okay. Anyway, so that's what we do sometimes. We make these bad decisions because we want to help God out, and then again, we make things worse. And so Hagar ran away. But God is so good. He's so wonderful because he understood what she was going through, and he had so much compassion, and he basically just comforted her and encouraged her and said, you know what, just go back. You are her servant. You need to submit. I know she did you wrong, basically, but I'm gonna, you're gonna be blessed through your son. But that's your job. You have to submit, and basically, he told her, encouraged her, and sent her back. And you've got to love God because He is so good. He's so wonderful. So fast forward, that was when Abraham was 86 years old. He left his land at 75. So I guess it took him like a year to get settled in Canaan, and so now he's 86 years old, and so yeah, that's what's going on now. And so fast forward, I guess 13 years later, Abraham is visited by 3 messengers, and Abraham treats him with love and all that. And so at that time, the messengers let him know that you and Sarah are going to have a baby next year. Yes, 99-year-old Abraham is going to have a baby next year at 100. And so Abraham like, what? Yeah, right. Sure we are. But how about we do this? The promise is that, God, that you've promised me. And then how about we do this? Let's bring it down to a realistic level, and we'll let that come through Ishmael, my son. And so God is like, right, why do we always think that our understanding, our mind is on the same level as God, right? So this is basically what Abraham was thinking. I'm like 99 years old. My wife is wait, no, that's not that's not possible. So even Sarah was doubtful. And God was like, is there anything too hard for God? And you have to ask yourself when you think about things. And we try to bring God down to our level. We really do. And we think that certain things are so hard. We really have to train ourselves to really know that God is bigger and His thing is far beyond. I mean, think about it. This is the same person who created us. He created all these different animals. He created everything. And He gave everything their own demeanor, their own personality and characteristics. I mean, the dogs know what to do. The fish know what to do. I mean, can we really? Come on. Whatever we create come from whatever He created. So we really need to do better and think outside the box. God can do anything. Is there anything too hard for God? And so, Abraham and Sarah thought that was hilarious, and they were doubtful. But anyway, God don't have to explain Himself to them. But one thing I do like is just before the messengers were about to leave, they thought about it. We're on another mission, and that is to go and take a look at Sodom and Gomorrah because some bad things were going on there. And so I love the fact that God, before He even decided to do anything, He thought about, should we talk to Abraham about this? And I love the fact that He said, we know that Abraham is going to raise his children to know me, to follow me. So I think it's very important that we need to look at that as ourselves. Can God trust us with our children and trust that we're going to raise our children to know Him? them and treat and teach them his ways. So I love that part. I love that part. I love that part. It says so much. Anyway, so he shares with Abraham what he's about to do, which is destroy Sodom and Gomorrah if it is as wicked as he feels that it is. But he sent a personal messenger in there to check it out, 3 of them. And so I love the fact this is the first time I think we ever see where people intercede. Abraham was like, wait, now my God, the God that I know, is he really going to destroy the righteous along with the wicked? Isn't that something when you're doubtful about something about God? I say ask him. Many times I'm like, my mind is like, I'm discombobulated, like, wait, really, God, really? And he'll give me understanding. And so I just thank God because he take the time with all of us individually to answer our questions. We don't have to go around and talk about God and tell people we mad at God and we don't like what God did and I don't understand what God did. Well, ask him yourself. He's a personable God. And I'm a true witness that he helps me understand so much. So I take it to him and he gives me clarity and I just love him so much. Anyway, I love the way that Abraham was like, Lord, what if there's 50 righteous people? Are you really going to destroy the righteous along with the wicked? And God patiently says, no, if there's 50 righteous people, I'll go ahead and spare Sodom and Gomorrah. He kept asking them over and over until he got down to 10. And God was like, even if there's 10 people. And he wasn't, when Abraham was talking to God, he wasn't like, well, you're supposed to be all this mighty God. He was very humble when he talked to God. But he was like when your kids pester you and keep asking you the same questions over and over. And I think about that. Now, if I put God on my level, I'd be like, oh, I would have told my kid because that's what I'm going to do. I'm mama. I made that decision what I'm going to do. But God was so patient with him. I love how patient he was with Abraham. Because Abraham was like, my God, are you really going to the God that I serve, going to destroy even 10 people, 10 righteous people, the entire country, if there's 10 righteous people? And God patiently and humbly answered him and said, even if there's 10 righteous people, I would not destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And that says so much. And God is so patient. Ask him those questions. He'll answer you. And I love the fact that if we have just that many righteous people in a city, the righteous people can spare the entire city. So you guys keep it righteous. Examine yourselves through God's eyes. Keep it real. God knows. Even if you're upset about something, even if you're confused about something, take it to him. And I promise you, he's going to answer you. He's going to answer you. He'll give you peace. He'll give you joy. And I am a walking testimony that he is the real deal. So take the time, guys. Push through. See God in his word, his promise, his character. His character, guys. And God bless you. You've made it to day number 5. Keep on striving. And I praise God for you that you're taking the time to know him. You have a blessed day.